Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Overnight Action Report. We're taking a look at all of the action in Asia here at MarketStream.live. My name is Joseph Cusick with the Cusick Group. Securities are offered by MoneyBlock. Well, we had Asia wrap up an interesting week, to say the least. Taking a look at Japan, the Nikkei finished off about 0.5%, 0.35%, down 68 at 19,521. What's really notable here is two things. One is that it's right off of its 20-day moving average. It did finish basically mid-session, basically right at its open. So very tight range. What we have seen this week, though, is that the Japanese yen continues to strengthen against the U.S. dollar. You're seeing it unable to challenge the 50 or the 20-day moving average on this pair. That yen strength has put pressure on Japanese exporters, as well as, which has been the biggest anchor in the Japanese market. So names like Toyota and Mazda are the most notable ones. They were actually down 1% overnight. Taking a look at China, and the Shanghai Composite was down about almost 1% at 0.96% at 3237. 44, down 31. The Chinese markets continue to struggle overnight and to end up the week, but that was after what has been an impressive move this week. They bounced off their 20-day, really looking strong. Some of the most notable things is that we saw yesterday on Thursday that the People's Bank of China did raise short-term interest rates. That did sour some of the sentiment. Really started to cool off a little bit, and you saw after the open the market sold off. But really, if you look at the chart, you're not seeing what really happened. The market was basically on the highs for most of the session overnight. Basically, as a matter of fact, it hit a 14-month high right here yesterday at 32.74. So you're starting to see that it's challenging the upside. Once it hit that 14-month high, there was quite a bit of sell-off towards the last hour of the session. Looks like there could be some potential profit taking in front of the weekend. And so you saw that China did finish the week, though, up 0.8%, even with that pullback yesterday. Taking a look at the Hang Seng in Hong Kong, similar action. Came off of its highs towards the end of the day. Did finish up about 21 points at 24,309. Very interesting action, especially with the construction names. They're trying to really deleverage a lot of the construction as well as the housing components. So we're going to see how that plays out in China, especially if there is any bit of blip as far as growth is concerned, or we start to see inflation really start to rear its head. Also, what's notable is Secretary Tillerson was over in the demilitarized zone in Korea, and he made some pretty staunch statements about the fact that we're going to have to take a different approach than we have in the last 20 years with North Korea. That lifted some eyebrows. We're going to see, again, we're going to watch these headlines, especially with the new Trump cabinet members, see how they're going to be approaching with policy. Speaking of that, we'll be back at 8:45 Eastern time. We're going to be talking about everything that's going on in Europe. See you then.